What's up, guys? It's everyone's favorite camputee here. And I had some thoughts. I think I'll share them with you guys out loud, because you really never know when your time's up. So, figured instead of keeping all this stuff to myself, I'd share it with you guys. I thought maybe if my words could help somebody, then it would be worth making the video. I keep seeing this groundhog over here in my yard. He tears up my yard, and then my wheelchair and my wife's wheelchair gets stuck in it. If he sticks his head out where I can actually see him, he's kind of defilade. I'm gonna shoot him. Anyway, I want to start off by saying that I hate to be the guy who talks about the military all the time, even though I'm out. But you have to keep in mind, I literally spent half of my life in the military. I did some things in the military that some people would frown upon, and some people would probably give me a high five parade for. I learned a lot about being a good leader because I had a lot of bad leaders. The motto I chose was to be the kind of leader that I would follow. My military career ended not on my own terms, but it ended with me doing the job that I had dreamed of doing since I was a kid. And to be honest, it was the worst job I ever had, because the guys that were under me made my job a fucking nightmare. But like a good leader should, I stuck my neck out for those guys constantly. And the funny part about it is, they don't even know about it. And they never will. I never told them that, there were a lot of times whenever something negative came up in regards to them, and then I put myself out there to try to keep them safe, because I feel like that's part of your job as a leader, is to protect your guys. And I never told those guys that I stuck my neck out for them all the time, because I feel like bragging about being a good leader to your subordinates makes you a bad leader. All that being said, when I die in about 100 years or so, I'd rather 10 people show up to my memorial service, funeral, whatever they want to call it, and say that I was a good friend or a good man, than have 100 people show up and say that I was an awesome sniper or a badass soldier or whatever. You see, I had this rare opportunity that most people will never experience, and therefore will never know the answer to the question, what kind of man am I? Because when the car drove over into my lane almost 2 years ago, because some careless leech was playing on her phone, my immediate thought was that there are 2 people on this bike, and I'm going to do whatever I have to do, sacrifice myself to save her. I've endured multiple lifetimes worth of pain and heartache. But the worst part about this whole experience, my Groundhog Day, isn't that I'm just some cripple now, or that I lost everything that I had worked so hard to achieve. It's that every day I have to watch the person that I love endure this new life. I wake up multiple times a week to the sounds of her screaming in the night. My heart breaks every single day for my wife. But that doesn't answer the question. Why am I still here? It's because I am a good man, and I am a good friend, and because I have tons of people watching me and counting on me, and they need to see me succeed. I feel like people hesitate to talk to me now about their problems because it's like they're trying to compare notes with me without even thinking that in doing so, you're pulling away from me one of the things that makes me a good friend. Alright. Final thoughts. I think it's important to have a role model. It's important to have somebody to emulate, to look up to. And for me, that person's my wife. Not only is she smart, funny, cute as a button, but she's resilient. Not only is she doing this whole handy-capable thing like a fucking boss, but she puts up with my absolute fucking nonsense and shenanigans. There he is. There he is. Anyway, I gotta take a shit. Remember, cops are pawns of the government. 9/11 was an inside job, and get out there and suck today's dick.